What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Apple with the ticker symbol AAPL. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. Here's the daily chart for Apple. So let's find out what's been going on. Well, basically, since kind of the start of the year, it's been down considerably. January 2nd was right about here. And you can say it's about maybe about 20% down. At one point, it was about 33% down. And we haven't recovered yet. So it's already about almost halfway of the year. And it's still, this much down from the beginning of the year. So overall, the trend has been down this entire year. Price did hit a low point, 168. That's where there's some strong support. And we did see a nice move up higher. And then we saw a consolidation pattern. But it looks like price is struggling to go up higher. So let me show you guys that right now. We have an impulse right here on the daily chart. And then price pulled back, went up, and went back. So that's a two-legged pullback. So let me draw it out. We have one leg up, pullback, correction, higher, second leg back. And this is where it would start the next leg up. But look what's happening. Price tried 2 times to move up higher to reach that measurement target, and it failed after hitting this bottom side of a range. So this is also a range pattern. It's just price going back and forth inside the range. So whenever price hits one side, it tries to work its way to the opposite side. Keyword is attempt. And it hit the bottom side, but it tried once right here, failed, 2 times, and it failed, and now we're dropping down. So that's not a good sign. It looks like this downward sloping trend line is being respected more than the range lows and the bullish measurement target. So unless this can close back above the trend line and we can see some sort of rally develop, this is more likely than not to continue trending down lower towards 193, break that level, and continue trending down lower, potentially back down to the mid $100 level, the 160s. So as right now, it's favoring the downside with the price action I see. Things can change, but if it was bullish, it would probably have gotten above the midline of the range. And you can see that it was not able to do that. So let me go and remove the measurement targets because price is not able to reach it. So let's move that out of the way. Let's just move a couple things out of the way, focus on the range. So it'll be more clear once I show you guys the range. So this is the sideways trading pattern. We went from the highs to lows, lows to the highs. So it hit the lows and it tried one time to go up here, but it couldn't. That was the first time. And then it pulled back. Second time, it tried to go up, but it stopped at the dash line, the midline of the range. It was supposed to get over here, but it wasn't. So the goal was to get over here, but they were not able to reach that goal. Things can change. Maybe we're just making a deeper pullback for another large leg up, something like that. It could materialize like that. But with price staying below the EMA, below the midline of the range, and then if you include that downward sloping trend line, it tells me that there's a bearish imbalance going on. So I think we probably see lower prices back down to lower 190s and potentially a breakout. So they're probably going to come out with some sort of narrative to drop down the price, even though it looks bearish as of right now. So I would say it's favoring the downside, but things can always change, especially in these volatile times. There is this bullish trend line in play, but and we did recover it from that drop. We bounced off of support. Now we're kind of back at it, but we're not really respecting it. It looks like it's trying to break down lower. So a break of this bullish trend line can lead to definitely a huge dump down lower. So as right now, it's favoring the downside, but it's at a converging pattern where it could also break out higher. I'm just saying that breakout higher would be a lower probability with what I see on the chart as of right now. So that's everything I see on the daily chart for Apple. Basically, it was struggling to make a measure move up, duplicate a impulse that they previously did, which shows signs of weakness. The bulls are not as strong as they once were. So that means we can see lower prices, especially with the downward sloping trend line, the EMA sloping down, price struggling to reach the upside of the range. It's only stopping at the midline and then coming back down. You already kind of start seeing some bearish narratives in the news, even though the price looks like it's trying to dump down lower. So overall, I say it's more likely than not going to move down lower. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Here's the weekly chart, and you can see that there was this trend line right about here in play. and we're still above the bullish trend line. This was the confirmation bounce right here. And but look at this price action over here compared to this one. Hopefully you guys can see the difference. Price went down to this level and then quickly went up higher. Price went down to this level, got a bounce, but now we're kind of chopping around here. So the market's not sure what it should do. Should it break this level, or should it hold and move up higher? So market's really not sure. I would say with everything going on right now and what I see in the chart, I say more likely not, we're probably going to see a break down lower, probably back down to the mid 100s. There's this strong support level right about here at the 167. So it looks like it is trying to break down lower. Let me take a look at the monthly chart, see if you find anything different. Yeah, even on the monthly chart, we're kind of getting below that EMA. Typically, in this long-term uptrend, you see that price came back to this white line. It slightly went below it and got above it immediately. Slightly went below it, got above it immediately. It tried to get below it here, but failed several times. Got to the EMA bounce. This time, we kind of sliced right through it, and it looks like it's just due for a bigger drop down in the future. So I think we're going to see some volatile times this summer. So things can change, but as right now, I'd say it's favoring the bear price action towards the downside. So all I have for AAPL on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.